Good afternoon, chairs and remaining members of the committee. Thank you for allowing me to testify today on behalf of and in support of the Educator Diversity Act. My name is Devin Morris. I'm a lifelong educator and co-founder and executive director of the Teachers Lounge. We're a local nonprofit organization seeking to drive unprecedented student outcomes by greatly diversifying the people, thoughts, and actions of the educator workforce in Massachusetts. We serve just over 2,000 educators of color and friends across the Commonwealth. Outside of leading the Teachers Lounge, I sit on several local and national coalitions supporting the diversification of the teacher workforce, and I'm the chair of the Education Committee for the Commission on Black Men and Boys for the City of Boston. Needless to say, this work means the world to me, and this bill will mean the world to our babies. You'll hear several testimonies today about the significant and positive impact of having a single educator of color on all students, including white students, how it benefits our students socially, emotionally, and academically. And that while the share of educators of color has increased over the past several decades, it hasn't kept pace with the increasing share of students of color, but rather a gap has grown since the 1980s. Massachusetts has a lot to celebrate in a long history leading in public education. But underneath the Commonwealth's high rankings are glaring and persistent disparities that separate low-income students and students of color from our peers. To be truly excellent, we have to do dramatically better by students and families who have been underserved in Massachusetts for far too long. And that starts with ensuring that all students have both mirrors and windows in their classroom leadership. Teachers with shared identities and experiences, in addition to the teachers with varied perspectives and life influences. This requires significant and equity-focused improvements in both our recruitment and retention practices statewide. If we hope to improve grow your own strategies in Massachusetts, students, and particularly students of color, need to see happy, healthy, and sustaining educators of color in the profession. Otherwise, why would they consider this a viable profession for themselves? As it stands, educators of color are leaving the profession at a rate 24% greater than our white counterparts. Let's not let another year pass where we're trailing behind states like Tennessee, respectfully, in passing intentionally explicit legislation tackling teacher diversity. DESE has a stated and ambitious goal of increasing the percentage of diverse educators from 8% to 25%. I won't go through all of the provisions, but the Educator Diversity Act will give DESE and local districts the policy tools needed to achieve this commendable goal by establishing multiple pathways to certifications for career changers like myself and among many others. All of these provisions would improve both the retention and recruitment efforts of educators of color, allowing more students to see themselves represented in their teachers and role models. I urge you, as step 3 of 13, to report this bill favorably out of committee for consideration by the full state legislature. Thank you.
I want you to know that what you are saying is heard. I reiterate that the public hearing is step 3 of 13 because there are many, many ways that we work on the bill. The most important thing is to hear your voice, but it is the job of the senator and I to share that voice with the committee members who are juggling a million other things like most folks these days. So I just want you to know that your voice is heard, your words matter, and it makes a difference that you're here today. Great. It certainly makes a difference.
Thank you, Rep. Garlick.